It's time to learn 4 new high frequency words. Remember, these are words that we have to memorize because they may not follow the sound spelling card rules, and also you're going to read them and write them a lot in the English language, so it's better to just memorize it rather than trying to sound it out. Okay, so take a look at this word, see if you know what it says. Did you say before? If you said before, you're correct. How many syllables in that word? Let's clap it. Before. First syllable says be, and then the second syllable says for. Okay, hold on. I need to make the cursor bigger, because on your iPad screen, if you're using an iPad, you may not see the cursor. So now it's nice and big. Before. How do we spell before? B-E-F-O-R-E. Before. Okay, now I want you to pretend you're writing it. Well, write it in the air. Pretend you're touching your screen, but don't really touch it, right? Just pretend and spell it. B-E-F-O-R-E. Before. Now remember, in the classroom I would ask you to write it on your forearm so you can feel it. B-E-F-O-R-E. Before. Okay, now how would I use it in a sentence? You can say, before I eat, I wash my hands. Okay, so that's an example. If you like that sentence, you can use it to write it in your writing journal. You'll be writing 3 sentences or more. I might ask you to do more. I'll let you know at the end of the video in your writing journal, and then you will send me a picture. Okay, let's go to the next word. Okay, take a look at that one. What do you think it says? Done. Did you say done? Maybe you said don, right? Because the O blank E says O. Okay, remember that it's in the long vowel card. Long O. D. O. Don. But does that make sense? Now, when that happens, remember I said use context clues. Use the words around the word you don't know, and then try to figure it out. So if you read a sentence and it says, okay, he said I am don, then he put the game away. Oh, maybe done? He said he was done, so now he put the toy away. That makes sense, right? So then you would say done. So there's no U here. Do you see how it doesn't follow the rules? So you have to just learn that this says done. Okay, and since I'm here, I want to keep my sound spelling cards open. Okay, remember long O. O blank E says O. So that's the boat cart. You see, O blank E. O. Don, but we don't say don, right? We say done. That's why you have to memorize it. Okay, next word. Oh, hold on. We have to spell done. Okay, how do you spell done? Let's spell it. D-O-N-E. Done. Okay, and also, if your parents want to know what that means, then you could say in Spanish, it would mean like listo. It's done. Está listo. Or ya terminé, I'm done. So there's another way of saying it. If I go back to the word before, in Spanish, before would mean antes. Antes de que empiece a comer, me lavo las manos. Before is antes. Okay, so let's go to, we did done, right? Did we spell it in the air? Okay, we'll just do it again, even if we did. Spell it with your fingers. Ready? Finger spelling in the air. D-O-N-E. Done. Now write it on your forearm. D-O-N-E. Done. So now you see the word done, you hear it, you feel it. Okay, and I used it in a sentence. Okay, so, and how many syllables in done? Let's clap it. Done. Just 1 syllable. Okay, next, take a look at this. What do you think it says? Did you say about? Okay, if you didn't, that's okay. It's a sight word because this one doesn't follow the rules. Maybe you said about. About. Actually, I think it kind of does sound like it follows with b. Let me sound it out. B, out, about. Actually, it does follow the rules. OU, it's the cow card. Oh, we studied that. Let me go back here. OU, ow, ow, ow. So if I sound it out, b, out, about. So sometimes if you see a sight word, you might try to sound it out, but remember, it doesn't always work. That's why we're asking you to just memorize it. So about. Okay, now what is, how would I use that? Let's see. The story was about a hen who needed help making her bread. Remember we read the little red hen, the story? It was about a red hen who wanted to make bread. The hen was asking for help. Okay, now, okay, let's spell it. Finger spell it in the air. Pretend you're writing it on the screen and go. A, B, O, U, T. About. Now, finger spell, well, write it on your forearm. Touch your forearm. And A, B, O, U, T. About. Okay, so you heard me use the sentence. We'll read another sentence using that word also. But if you like my sentences, then you can copy those and write them down. Okay, let's go to the last one. Oh, I don't want, well, I guess I'll move it up. Oh, right here. And take a look at it. What do you think? I see an E. Maybe it says E, and I see the N, so I know it might say N. A lot of times sight words, the beginning and the end letters, they do follow the rules. It's a lot of times the middle part that doesn't. And what do you think? Did you say even? If you said even, you're correct. It looks like this follows the rules. Look, E blank E, E, V, N, even. So this silent E is throwing the rope to help this E make the long E sound. E. And then here it's a consonant, vowel, consonant. So that means it's a closed syllable right here. And it says E, V, N, eh. And so we have the short E and then E, and blank E says E, long E. So long E would be the leaf card, E. Let me zoom in. I like zooming in here. Let's see. And here it is, E blank E. Hold on. Oh, never mind. E blank E, E. Okay. And then we had short E. We know that's the egg card. Right, so I just want to go back. I like reviewing the short E and long E. The short vowels and the long vowels. We still need to make sure that you don't forget them, right? Excuse me. Okay, did we spell it in the air? Finger spell it. And, well, no, let's just say the letters. Spell it. E, V, E, N. Even. Now, finger spell it in the air. E, V, E, N, even. Okay, and write it in your forearm. Touch your forearm. E, V, E, N. Okay, even. How would I use it in a sentence? I could say, even though, even though I was, well, you know what? I'll use the sentence that I'm gonna give you up here. I can preview it. Even when she is mad, she is still polite. Okay, again, even when she is mad, she is still polite. So that means that even though you're this, then something else. So you can say, even though I am tired, I will still go with you to the supermarket. How's that? That's a tricky word to use. But it's helpful to know it. And also, it also has another meaning. It's a multiple meaning word. Even can also mean that it's not crooked. You could say, the road, actually, I'll use the sentence as well that I have down here because it's a little tricky. So here it says, the road was even, so the ride in the car was nice. So that means that the road isn't bumpy. It's nice and smooth and even. It's not crooked. Okay? And also another meaning for even could be for when you use it in math. You can say the numbers are even. If you have 4 candies and I have 4 candies, you could say we're even. Or some people say we're tied, we're even. Okay? Um, so let's go ahead and read our sight words for fluency. Ready? Hold on. And ready and go. Before, done, about, even. Okay, so now let's go ahead and read these sentences. Okay, I'll read it, and if you want, you can read it with me too. We'll say blank where we see the blank lines. Before I blank, I blank. So you can say, before I go to bed, I brush my teeth. Before I wash my hands, no, before I eat, I wash my hands. So use this to make your own sentence. Okay, again, before I blank, I blank. Sentence number 2, I finished blank, I am done. Oh, I forgot to put a period. Let me put it there. I am finished, I am done. Oh, but you know what? Maybe I'll put an exclamation mark because I'm happy that I'm done, right? I finished blank. I am done. Okay, so I'm happy I'm done. I'm finished. So here it would sound like this. I finished eating. I am done. I finished playing. I am done. Okay, I finished writing my sentence. I am done. And if you want to add more details, you can say, I finished writing my sentences. I am done with my homework. So you can add more details if you want. Okay. Number 3. Okay, ready? And the story was about a blank. Now remember, let's not forget to use adjectives. So I'm going to put an adjective. Let me see. We'll say the short. It was a short story. The short story was about a blank. Okay? Or you can say the fun story was about a blank. So I put an adjective right there. That describes the story. Now, in a sentence, it would sound like the short story was about a woman who became a princess, right? Or the short story was about a hen that needed help baking a bread. So that's one way you can write a sentence for number 3, for the sight word about. Okay, number 4, and let's read it. Go. Even when she is mad, she is still polite. Okay, now notice that there's no blanks here. I did that because these are a little tricky. So for these, I'm gonna let you and go ahead, just copy them. You can just copy them. If you come up with your own example, then you can go ahead and write your own sentence, right? For example, I came up with one before. Remember when I said, even though I am tired, comma, right here, comma, I will still go with you. So you see, I came up with my own sentence. You could use that one, or you can copy this one. Now notice I used even 2 times because even has more than one meaning. So here's the other meaning. The road was even, so the ride in the car was nice. Even here means that it's smooth, it's not bumpy. The road was even, so the ride in the car was nice. Okay, so you can do that as well. You can copy this or try to make your own. Because these are challenging, these are a bit challenging to use. I don't mind if you copy it, okay? So again, let's go ahead and review our sight words and go. Before, done, about, even. Okay, let's go ahead and read our sentences. We'll say blank, except not here, right? And hold on, let me make it a little smaller so it fits. Okay, and go. Before I blank, I blank. I finished blank. I am done. The short story was about a blank. Even when she is mad, she is still polite. Okay, so here's an adjective that comes at the end. She is still polite. That's describing her behavior. She's polite. Okay, number 5, and go. The road was even, so the ride in the car was nice. I'll read it again for fluency. Let's read it again for fluency. The road was even, so the ride in the car was nice. Okay, so class, I'm gonna leave these sentences here so you can pause your iPad and just copy the words here and then fill in the blanks. These two you can just copy it. So for today you have 5 sentences. Please take a picture of it and submit it to Class Dojo. When you go back to it, you'll click on the start button or the camera icon and it opens up the camera and you'll take a picture of it. Okay, so I can't wait to see your work. Thank you so much for the students who are turning it in. Again, follow the numbers and the orders. And again, if you see that I post something in your to-do list and it doesn't have a number, that means that you can go to it right away and see what I posted. That way you can, I want you to look at that right away and you can work on it first and then come back and then follow the numbers, the activities by the numbers. Okay, but again, if there is no number, that means you can go to it right away, look at it, listen to it, do the work, and then go back and continue with the activities that have the numbers. Follow the numbers, right, from smallest to biggest. Anyway, I'll see you on Class Dojo. Bye bye.